Well, this is my life right now. Ooh. As you can see, we have an issue right there. The muffler isn't connected to the exhaust, so we're gonna go get us a clamp to fix that. We're gonna go run a couple other errands this morning as well. We're gonna take this guy here. I picked this guy up yesterday, and this one here as well. So I'll tell you guys about that on the ride. Alrighty, y'all, we're gonna go fill this guy up. It's pretty much topped off. I just wanna put the rest 93, run it through the carb. I put 90 no ethanol in here. We're gonna go get a clamp for this. We're gonna stop at Dunkin', all right? Get us some coffee. And the best part about this bike? Well, not that, but. Alright, we're gonna try that again. This thing is loud, so bear with me, guys. For sure. We're gonna abort that mission. This thing is way too freaking loud. We're just gonna go get the exhaust clamp for this thing in the truck. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, y'all, we're back. We stopped at AutoZone. We got an exhaust clamp. This is the smallest one they had. It was 1.5 inches. I measured 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, so this one should work. So as you can see, the exhaust is, yeah, I put it on, took it for a little ride. I was gonna ride it to AutoZone, but didn't work out that great. What's going on? So yeah, we'll get the exhaust back and put together. We'll get this clamp on there. So you want the exhaust to go as far back as possible, and there's this little stop there to keep it from hitting the plastics. So you just want to make sure the exhaust is straight up and down all the way back. There you go, perfect. Might be a little big, but that's all right. As you can see, looks pretty good. And what we might do is we might cut this off. Just take our cutoff wheel, cut that off. But we'll make sure it works first. So I picked this thing up yesterday and the battery was dead. So I ordered a battery. Luckily it was here when I got home. And then so I put the battery on. I noticed I was out of fuel. So I put fuel in there. I turned the fuel to on, and I noticed that the carb that was on here, the fuel was leaking out of this portion here. And I didn't see any additional hoses or anything. So what I did was I took this carb from my other dirt bike, because I bought two carbs for the other dirt bikes I have, the other 125s. So I had this brand new one, or this used one from the white one, and I just put it on and everything started right up. So I have to adjust the carb a little bit. You know, I had it running decent yesterday, but you know, over sitting overnight and everything. So now that I have that exhaust on, we'll see if it'll stay on with that clamp, because normally it came off right away. So we'll see if we can get this guy going. See if the exhaust stays on, then we'll bring it back. We'll try to adjust the car. Wanting to stay running though, so that's good. No, maybe not. Alright, let's see if the exhaust is still on. because it definitely would have came off by then. Yeah, it's still on there. Okay, so that's a plus. We did the oil change yesterday too. So today we'll do spark plug, adjust the carb a little bit. I have new bars. I want to put new bars on here for sure. I want to do a quick twist throttle as well. I have one, but it's for the blue one, so I'd rather keep the quick twist for that for sure, because this is fine for now. But yeah, I have new bars, so we'll replace the bars, adjust the bars. I can't tell if this bar is bent a little bit. I know the fender's off some. If you look down in there, you can see the fender's a little crooked, so we're gonna adjust the fender, replace the bars. I have a new brake lever, a little shorter one, so we'll put a new brake lever on, and then we'll do the spark plug as well. So we'll get into all that. So these are the bars we're gonna put on. I got these from Moto Shack as well. It's the Pro Tapers for the Indian. They had them in stock. So my boy Bill over there, you know, he's trying to retire, so go help him out. So we'll put these on. They're the same size. They're about the same height, maybe a little bit shorter, which is good. They should look pretty good. They're about the same width. So we're gonna toss these on. We're gonna put some new grips on. We're gonna put a new brake lever on, and we're gonna adjust the bars. So we'll get into that. So for the bars, it is a 6 mil. We'll grab an extension. The two front ones. So we'll want to cut all this stuff, loosen these. We're just gonna probably cut these grips off. They're a little beat up anyways. I wish I had a throttle, but I really want to put the other one on the blue bike today. We have our Phillips. So we're just gonna loosen this up. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. It's Sunday today, so hopefully you got out and enjoyed your weekends. And I got both of these bikes for such a good deal. Seriously, like, I was so pumped. Really killer deal. So feeling pretty thankful for that. And the fact that they both run and the guy took really good care of them. Yeah, it's like 98 degrees in Texas today. It's gonna be a hot one. All summer's gonna be hot. Let's be real. It's ridiculous. If you live in Texas, put a fire emoji in the comments below because it's just freaking hot. It's funny, so I bought these bars and I bought the Pro Taper bars at the same time, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with them or what I was going to use on them. They were just such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up. So, and you know, I like to have extra stuff laying around, but those bars are perfect for the Indian and these bars are perfect for this bike. So it like was fate that I bought them both, you know. So now what we'll do is we'll loosen this guy up. Should be a, I don't know where my extension went. Oh, right here. It's probably a 5. All right, the GoPro got too hot. What do you know? So I had to let it chill for a second. I let it cool down. I finished getting the bars on, getting them where I wanted them. I like a little bit of a lean forward on the bar, but you could have them either straight up with the forks or just tilted forward a little bit. I just don't like when the bars come back too far this way. So that's why I just put them a little bit more forward, which is good. So this is perfect. So we'll tighten all this stuff up. We'll get our grip on. So now we'll just tighten it back up with our 10 mils. So you don't want it too tight so it just springs right back. You have an adjustment here, so we'll adjust that. Okay. So with these, there's a bigger one and a smaller one. It says 24 and 22. The 24 goes on the twist throttle, and then the other one just goes on the bar. Like I said, I like to use a little bit of brake cleaner. It helps slide the grip on, and then it locks it in place. So you don't need a whole lot, just a little bit. Alright guys, sorry, the GoPro overheated again, even in the garage, so we'll see what all we can get done before it dies again. So I got this tightened up, I got this adjusted and tightened. There was a sticker on the bars that was kind of keeping the throttle stuck. So I pulled this back off and cut that sticker off, cleaned it up with brake cleaner. So now we're going to replace the grip with the new one. We'll do a little bit of brake cleaner again. Just like that. Just go take it for a little ride, see how the new bars feel. Sweet. So now we're gonna adjust that fender because it's driving me nuts. So we'll do that. Hopefully this will adjust nicely. Oh yeah. Alright, sorry, the GoPro overheated again. So I'm just gonna replace the spark plug, pull our wire off. It's an 18mm socket. It's a little rusty around there, so we'll just pull it and see. I don't know if that's rust or dirt or what it is, but I have a couple. So, okay, doesn't look too bad. So we have our new one. Gap looks very similar. Alrighty, we jumped on the white one for a minute. We'll just do a lap behind over there. We still have some adjusting to do on the carb on this one, but it's pretty good. It just pops a lot. And this one is automatic, so when I have homies over and stuff, they'll all be able to ride this. Deer out. We're coming up on the cemetery that we did a couple videos at. Ooh, big ol' hawk. Woo. Yes, sir. Yo, this thing is so fun. Yeah, boy. Yeah, so on this one I did, when I got it, the battery was dead at 10 volts. So I had a new battery, like I said previously. So I put the battery in, and then I noticed it was out of fuel. So I put fuel in it, turned the pep cap to open, and as soon as the bowl filled up, I noticed that the carb was spewing out gas. So, and I didn't see any additional hoses or anything. So I was like, you know what, I have extra carbs already, so let me just throw a different carb on there. So I threw, I don't know if it's the old carb from the white one, because I have a Nibby carb on there, or if it was the new carb for the black one that I had. I can't remember. So I just threw whichever one I had in the box there. So I threw it on, and she started right up. Fired right up. It was great. And I got both bikes for $1,300. The 150 SSR and this 125 automatic. Both with these start. So I got a killer deal. And like I said, I had to pay for the battery, but I already had the carb. It was extra from another build, you know? So the battery was 55, 60 bucks. So, oh jeez. Oh no. Wow. that, guys. I'm already wet. Pretty gross. Yeah, we'll just head back. We just want to take this thing on a maiden voyage with you guys. Seaber's pretty good though. Pretty happy with it. I'm gonna put my Rock Bros speedometer when I get it on here and see what the top speed is. And I actually have a front sprocket that I bought for either the white one or the black one that's a little bit bigger, so maybe I'll throw that on here and see if we get a little more top speed out of this guy, which would be pretty sick. But definitely super happy so far with it. And now that I got it kind of running better, you know, it's definitely running pretty good. So the carb that was on here was just a, the choke was like a 3-step choke. And the guy made a comment that I bought it from. He said, oh man, I wish that this carb had like an adjustable choke. So I think they always kind of had issues with this one, maybe not running the best. You know, and then for whatever reason, like I said, it was leaking out of that that one area of the carb. So, you know, I'm sure they were just done with it, because like I said, it was bone dry. It had no gas in it at all. So I was out here the other day and the coyotes were out here. So we'll go by my neighbor's house and check it out. I told her I'd keep an eye out. So I think the one female coyote just had babies, because it looks like she just gave birth, you know. So they want me to try to find where they're staying so they can go handle business. Because those coyotes, they don't even look like coyotes, guys. They have mange. They literally have like super short hair. And I was probably 5 feet from them, revving my engine on my dirt bike, and they didn't even care at all. So they don't give a shit, you know. So they want to take those things out, because they were literally chilling at the front of her driveway, literally just chilling there. And remember I told you her cat was missing? So that coyote, those coyotes for sure. And this was the first time I saw both of them. Normally I only see one. So I know they for sure got her cat now, especially seeing the little dog back there and that deer. So maybe we'll do a mission. We'll see if we can find the den for those coyotes, so that her man can go pop pop, take those guys out, because they're just a menace. And she said that those coyotes came as soon as they started building these homes. So they must have disturbed something to get these coyotes just going through the neighborhood, because 2 weekends ago, I saw there was 3 of them this time though. Me and my homie were chilling. It was super late, maybe 2-3 o'clock. We were chilling outside by the pool, and we saw those coyotes just chilling, walking the streets. So they're out looking for small animals, an easy meal. So yeah, we'll see what we can see, guys. Like I said, we'll just ride till the GoPro dies. So if the GoPro dies, sorry guys. But yeah, they were literally chilling right here. And I circled the rounds maybe 4 or 5 times after them, to the point where she came out, because she lives right there. Yeah, we haven't really been over here, so like I haven't brought you guys over here. I try not to go by her house because my bikes are really loud, so I don't want to disturb her. yeah, we jumped on when we went over the creek in the one video. It was kind of right over here. Oh, look at that big deer. Holy cow. 2 big boys. 3. So I grew up in Illinois. We didn't have deer that size in Illinois. They were a lot smaller. Yeah, we'll just turn around. I'm not trying to ride through this grass. Oh, I love this bike. Y'all need to get you some dirt bikes, whether it's an e-bike, a gas one. Definitely living free, feeling great. Nothing like being on 2 wheels, let me tell you. Yeah, so the creek, no, too tall. Yeah, I hope I catch those coyotes with you guys one day, because they are huge and they don't give a shit. Oh, a deer right there. You know what we'll do too, guys? There's a 5G tower right there. So I saw this video of this guy. He had his, it's an electrician's tool. You put it into the electrical socket and it lets you know if it has power or not. It's 1 prong, so you put it on either side. He put it up in the air and it was reading voltage. So maybe we'll go by the 5G tower and do that. Just see what we got, see if there's anything. What a day, what a beautiful day. Well, y'all, we'll end the video there. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, Indian EXTR giveaway. I don't know if this will be a separate video or not, but it might tie them both together with the ride we just took. So I really appreciate you guys. Please subscribe. Trying to get to our 1,000 subs. So have a great day, guys.